the chat function. So now it's done. Okay. So officially, I want to welcome everyone here in this webinar I'm hosting today called Stop Chasing Life. Learning how to elevate your magnetism and rapidly manifesting your dreams. I'm super, super happy that I can be here with all of you. And before we start, I actually want to do a beautiful exercise. Yeah. So before we're going to start, I want to ask everyone just to close your eyes, because everyone is here in this webinar with a reason. Of course, you got my message, you guys registered, you guys are here in this webinar, but there's also a reason why you entered, and there's also a reason why you're here. So let us put an intention that you will find today what you need to find. So please follow me, just close your eyes. Because the webinar is all about stop chasing life, so let's stop chasing life now for just a few seconds by breathing deep in. And by just releasing the hastiness and the speed of life, the daily troubles, the pressure of tomorrow, the memories of yesterday, but also the expectations of today. Just let everything fly and let everything just fall down to the ground. By just sighing out everything that doesn't serve you, and by breathing in a new light, new hope, new insights. Okay, breathe one more time in and release. Ask yourself deep in the heart, I am here today with a reason. I have questions, and I will find the answers on my own questions in this call. Maybe through the things I will be seeing, will be hearing, will be feeling, will be mirroring, but I will find something through this time together with all of us. So please put your intention in this call that you will get something out of it, and that it will be some kind of answer or guidance in the problems you're facing at this moment. So breathe one more time in, put the intention in this virtual space that we just created, and just release everything in it. Wishing everyone well, wishing yourself well, and hold yourself ready for something beautiful to be happening. All right, guys, open your eyes, please. Thank you so much. This is the first time I'm doing this, and I'm actually so excited. But especially very excited that I can do my thing and I don't have all these technical issues. Sometimes in a Zoom call, you have all the faces there in front of you, and then you have to do the things. And this time you all can see me, but I can see you guys. But that's okay. I feel your presence here. So let us start by asking the question of who you guys are. So where are you living? Where are you calling from? Just type in the chat. Let's make it a little bit interactive. From which country you are, maybe from which city. Austria, cool. I think a lot from Belgium, Lier, Mars in the Netherlands, Antwerp, Belgium, Brussels, Raschat, Namur, Antwerp. Oof. Awesome. So we're now at the moment with, how many people are we here? We're with 14 of us, and we're already from so many places. Nuremberg. So I think that's Germany, I guess. Charlotte. Hi. Anyway, but the next question I want to ask is, where are you originally from? So I'm calling from Antwerp, but I'm originally from China. So my blood is Chinese blood. I did a DNA test, but it actually is 1% Finnish. So you have a Finnish person here, but also a lot of Chinese. So I see Dendermonde, Namur, Belgium, Hasselt, also Netherlands. Yeah, okay. The thing is that sometimes Vienna, so I see a lot of people that I'm frequenting right now. And the beautiful part is, it's one of my dreams that I once had was to be in contact of have extraordinary friends all over the world. And the thing is that a lot of my friends that I have right now, they're living in different parts of the world. But even when they're living there, their blood is from another origin. So Charlotte here is saying 5% North African. Awesome. All right, guys. So it means that we're actually united in this place. We're all at different places in the world, but you're still watching the screen, and this screen is actually creating a space where we can be together. So thank you so much that you're here. Now, the other question I want to ask you guys is, before we go to the topic, is why are you actually here? So think about your intention. You came here with a reason, that's true. Maybe the reason isn't clear yet, but I want you to think for yourself right now at this moment is, what is your intention of this call? And I would like you to put it in the chat, what the reason is that you're here. What are you here to search, to find? What are you maybe here to witness? Put your intention in the chat so I have a little bit of an idea why you guys are here. It can maybe be in just a few words. It doesn't have to be full sentences. Going through menopause, experiencing extreme mood swings that lead to depression. Thanks for sharing this, Sandra. Out of a maison. So your son advised you to come. Sophie says, curious about what message you have for me. Anne says, chronic pains, which are not from physical injuries. Caroline says, finding a balance in life. Okay, so I see a lot of different kinds of intentions here, but I see balance. I see the human body. I see that you're searching for messages, curiosity, searching for something, but I'm not sure what. A friend in the UK referred and said to join. Okay, so I have a lot of intentions here, and that's okay. Just put them in your heart, whatever it is that you want to be here. And but that's the thing. The more you put your intention into something, what do I really want? What do I really need? The more and easier the universe can provide it to you. So maybe I will provide it today to you, but maybe it's a thought or an idea, or maybe some synchronicity or something that comes in your mind about, oh, I'm connecting these dots and that's the answer I was searching for. So the beautiful thing is, if you put the intention right and strong enough, then the things will come. But that's also the thing. Today you're also here because you want to manifest a better life. You want to have a better life. That's one of the common things that we all want to have. The question that most people ask is why and how do I do that? So today this call, this webinar is actually to share a lot of the things I've been going through, and that really helped me a lot to get to the place that I am right now. So in order to get there, let me just start with introducing myself a little bit. So my name is Cliff. I have a whole curriculum of things that I have done. I just took a few of these, like the big chunks in my life that made me who I am today. But as you can see in the slides, I started with the physical body while I was going in my studies as a physiotherapist, learning about the human body. My dream was to heal the world from a lot of pain. And I thought in the first instance, like, this is it. I need to do something with the human body. I need to heal. So actually I started medical school for 3 years. But after that, I changed because I felt I needed to do something in person with my hands. Not that a doctor doesn't do that, but I felt like my passion was the moving body. And I wanted to do something with my own hands. So I indulged in physiotherapy. I went through the whole study of 5 years with a master, 6 years. At the same time, I was also a CrossFit coach. So I really loved the way how I could teach people to move better, but moving better at the same time. So it was all about the human body. But the more I got into it, I start feeling that there is something more than that. So I was helping people through their pains, I was treating people, but at some point I felt like, there is something more to this, and actually don't know where to find it. So I did a lot of different courses about the human body, but then there was a phase in my life that I said, who am I? And this is gonna go back in the webinar we're talking about today, because who am I is very important, because if you want to align your life with who you are, you need to ask yourself the question. The thing is, if you're in your life and you don't know who you are, then you start searching and searching and searching. So the first thing I started to do was actually, who am I? And one of the biggest things I had in my life was the discrepancy that I was actually a Belgian-born Chinese living in Belgium, but my roots are in China. And until my 20, I actually always have been pushing my own culture away, because I felt like I'm born here. I'm a Belgian guy. I'm Western. I actually been raised very Western. So Chinese culture is something that I've been hearing. I'm a part of it, but actually I don't feel it. But at that point, it was a tipping point for me to see like, hey, maybe it's a thing to go look a little bit further where I come from, in my own origin, in my own roots. And that led me all the way to Chinese medicine. In Chinese medicine, my world opened up. There is so much more things that can explain how the body works. But the most beautiful part that I felt from all this thing was energy. We all know that we have energy or we don't, but how it actually moves, how it works, how it puts things in action, how it connects the things in our life, that was the beautiful thing that I always felt that that's something I'm searching for. As a child, I've always been looking at Kung Fu movies, and I always wanted to be that Kung Fu master, being able to do a lot of beautiful movements in nature, but at the same time healing the students. And actually that was the tipping point for me to go to medical school, because I wanted to do something with healing. And all the way, if I now connect the dots in my life, all the way came to being a practitioner of traditional Chinese medicine, being an acupuncturist. But the further that my road went, and the more I started delving into the word called energy, the more I actually also came into the spiritual realm, where it was all about also that everything is connected, that everything is connected to oneness, and that the more we start to understand how everything fits and everything connects, that we start to understand who we really are. So my journey of spirituality really started to uplift from that point on. And the more and more I did that, the more my life started to change. Definitely my career. I became a person who people come to that helps them with emotional blockages. Now sometimes being referred to the person who can make people cry if they can't. But then I started to delve further into the thing like, what do I really want in my life? And I always said to myself, I want to make a deep impact, knowing that I'm helping people right now in the emotional category, in the health and the body. I also start to figure out that an emotional blockage is also being put into motion because of something. Yeah, we can work on the emotions and we can work on the mind and on the body, but why is it that you are emotional blocked? There's a reason for that. And then my life went further. I became a certified life book leader. It was a process where I went deeper into starting to understand, to know what I really want in my life, in all the areas of my life. And that actually helped to discover that what I wanted to do was to help people be self-dependent, being able to understand their own body, understand their own life, but also to know where they want to go to be able to that little bit, that ignition, that little bit, that fire, to ignite that candle, that maybe burn that candle or that extinguished flame, to put it back in action and to see people smile again. So that's actually the cornerstone. Everything that I'm doing is, I hope that I can be an impact in people's life, to make them smile again, to trust in life, to hope, and to know that if you want a life worth living and that you want to choose for something, that it is possible. And the reason I'm doing all this, like even this webinar, is that I truly believe that it is possible, because I'm a first, how do you say that? First-hand like firsthand proof that it is possible. And I will talking more about this, but my life has always been a life that my belief system, the system that I believed in, that what I was able to be and to do was always very small. And I broke through that ceiling again and again and again and again and again. And I'm still breaking that ceiling. So it's not stopping. And I just want to lead by example by saying a life that you vision is possible manifesting. And that is this webinar all about. So I will be telling you a little bit more. Just want to tell you that I have a practice and that I'm also helping people in a coaching practice where I help them discover with clarity what they really want in their life. So that's who I am. Let's continue. I wanted also to share you some of my manifestations. I have a bunch full, like a book full of things that I have been doing over the years, but this is actually the main things that I've been doing this year. And I actually want to illustrate a little bit what manifestations in my life mean. So if you look at this picture, a lot of things happen. One of the things I started to write down in 2018, I actually made a own book. It's called a life book. And in one of these pages, at the beginning of 2020, actually, this was the first time I printed it out. But one of the first time I really printed it out, I put in the vision of my emotional life, this one, this picture. This is our cat, Missy, because she makes me so happy. But these pictures I also printed out. And if you can see clearly, you see like 3 big pictures here. One is a line dance performance because it's a part of my culture and I always wanted to be part of it. And also like a performance on a stage with a standing ovation because I thought, hey, that's something I really want to do in some point of my life to impact more souls than I can than just being one-on-one, but I've been doing all my life. Now, what happened is life, a lot of things went and go and it has been going. But one of the things, if you look here at the picture, you can definitely see, I don't know if you see my cursor, no, you can't. Anyway, right on the bottom, you actually see me speaking in front of a stage. And if you see clearly the colors of this stage, you see it's purple, reddish. When I was standing on the stage in Mindvalley University, it was some of the things that I intentionally visualized that I would be standing there. But when I was standing there, actually the stage was empty and it was dark. But at some point, the stage was being filled with more and more and more people until there were like hundreds of them. And I don't know why the lights went on. It had exactly the color of this stage that I printed out in 2000, yeah, that I collected in 2018, but printed out in 2022. And after the whole speech, the whole talk that I did, like there was a standing ovation. So how cool is that, that I was showing this picture and just came out the same day, you know? And this one I have done also in the beginning of the year. You see left above in the corner, you see me there standing on the streets of Chinatown doing a lioness performance. So that's one of the manifestations. I put the intention, visualized it. I really wanted it, and it just came through. But that's the only thing. I also boarded a plane. I flew the plane by myself with a captain next to me. I also wanted to make people smile and laugh. So I also put in small letters that I wanted to be an actor. And on the left, you see, I have been featuring in 2 movies that we're making right now. A third one is on the make, and it's just so freaking fun. I also wanted to travel a lot. So you can see on the right top, me and my wife went to different locations this year. I never thought it would be possible because financially we're not in that stage that we can travel that much, but it just happened. I went to Portugal, we went to the south of France, we went to Croatia, and actually a lot of more things that I haven't posted here because the screen was too small. And another thing that I visualized for myself is that I wanted to increase my social network with extraordinary people all over the world. And if you see that left below, you see all those connections, beautiful connections I've made. I have so many friends from all over the world, and they inspire me in such a way. I couldn't imagine I would have these people in my life like a few years ago. So I'm just saying, if you visualize something and you want something, things will start to happen. And this is just like a snippet out of my life. And there's so much more I want to share with you. But today, this webinar is for you guys. And I will be sharing how I got there and what I made, what I used to get in this position. I hope everyone is still with me. I hope I don't speak too fast and that you can follow. But let's go to the following. So this training is for you if you're someone who is on a growth journey and you're an empath. Like an empath is my target audience. Why? Because I am an empath myself. I feel a lot of things and I've always been feeling a lot, but I've not always been true to my own emotions. Or I get swayed too much away with my emotions, or I block them away, went in the total Chinese stereotype cultural blocking your own emotions and not showing anything at all. So I have been in the two sides. But why I want to help those people is because truly I believe if you feel, it means that you're alive. And it is when you're alive that you can give something to this world. Do you see children when they're at their most pure, innocent time? How beautiful they shine. They are so happy and they're just full of life. And it just makes you happy just being around of those little creatures, you know? So the same with nature. So that's why I wanted to help empaths, because I truly believe that people who feel a lot can change this world just by being there. Yeah. Just being able there to share your smile, just being able to share the fact that you're alive helps so much more people who have given up on feeling. And that's the thing. Nowadays, if you sometimes sit in a bus or on a plane or on a place where it's busy, these days we're all watching our cell phones, but we're like robots watching our cell phones. And people don't talk, people don't laugh, people don't show their emotions anymore. So that's why I actually want to help empaths on their journey. And I know that you guys have something of that in you, otherwise you wouldn't be here. So I know you're meant for more fulfillment, flow, and happiness in your life. And let's scour that. So you're here for a reason. Yeah. You have a shining light. I'm definitely sure of that. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. And you're ready for all those things, to explore the world, to unleash the inner child inside of you, to be that little child what I was talking about, connecting to who you really are and expressing your soul in this life. And what I want to say with this is that if you look at spirituality, we always say that like in general, if people talk about spirituality, it's about our souls that come in this human existence, and this soul has chosen something to do. The thing is, when you come on this earth, this soul in this human body, you actually forget about it so that you have a free choice in this life to explore and hold the curiosity of life, like to feel and to taste life. So every single thing that you do in life is actually remembering back who you really are. It's not about learning something new. It's about you see something and you remember who you are. And that's the beautiful thing that I say. I always say that remembering or expressing your soul purpose is actually very easy. It sounds very woohoo or like woo-woo. But have you ever felt this feeling of this is the right thing? Like, I know this is the right thing. Something inside of me is trembling and I know this is the thing I need to do. Yeah, give me a little bit of interaction. Say yes in the chat if you had this before. That something in your life happened and you just knew. You couldn't explain it, you couldn't write it down, you couldn't tell someone, but it was like, I know that this is the thing I need to do. Yeah. And when you follow that feeling, and I see her, Ilse saying yes, Sandra saying yes, and I'm definitely more of you, Caroline saying yes. I'm like, okay, come on, guys. Talk a little bit in chat. That's okay. So when you follow that, when you went into the situation after that, looking back at it and reflecting, you said like, I knew it. But the same thing applies too. If you feel that something happened and in front of you that you felt like, I don't know about it, this doesn't really feels right, and you went into it, that eventually you told yourself like, I knew it. I knew it. So this is your intuition. And we all say intuition, we have a lot of kind of explanation what intuition can be. But I say this is the part of your soul expression. It's that feeling you can't describe, but you know that it is right. And I can tell you one thing. If you're a person who feels a lot, and that's what empaths are, then this intuition definitely is there to serve you. And you have this in you. The only thing that's sometimes blocking you from following it is because there's a little bit too much going on. And that's where I'm heading to. in the next talk. So what was I saying? Oh, I'm sorry, going a little bit fast. You want that, but at the moment you feel like a drifting, drained pleaser. I took these 3 words because it exactly describes in the most general word how people feel if they're feeling overwhelmed as an empath and not being able to manifest the things that they really want. And let's dissect these words. Drifting in the sense of, I'm gonna go to the next one. Drifting like a car, you know, a car in a rally. It's keeping going in the same loop over and over again. It's going very fast, but it's drifting, like constantly going in loops. Or a drifting like a leaf on the water. It is there, but it's actually being controlled by how the waves of the water go. So it goes wherever the current takes you, but it hasn't its own direction or control to go where it wants to go. So nature takes it with it. And if you're a person who believes in life, there are moments that you say like, hey, okay, I'm just going to trust life and life will come to me and I will follow it and it will lead me where I need to go. But our life is also free will. And it means that you also can choose where you want to go to. There are things you cannot control. That's true. We need to surrender to that. But there are also things that we can control. And that's the thing where I want to talk about today too. So if you're just drifting, drained pleaser, drained because we're tired, and pleaser because you're doing a lot of things for other people, but not actually what you really want in life. So you have actions, you do what you do, but you're actually feeling lost because you don't have a direction. And because you're constantly feel that you're searching and you don't see your path that well, you will feel a lot of anxiety and have this unrestful heart, what I wrote here. So imagine yourself on a road and you have a little bit of sense where you're going to, but it's so misty that you can't see. And there are no lights on the road. So you're actually all the time driving, but you're feeling a little bit anxiety because you can't see it that well. And you feel unrestful because is this the right thing? I don't know. So you're wondering a lot of things in your head. Yeah? The second thing, he's feeling that his actions don't fully align with his purpose, who he truly is. So he has a problem feeling to be grateful and you can't really feel it. So if you're going on your path and you're going because you're an action taker, but you just feel it is not your full road, it's not exactly the right thing, you will also not be able to enjoy the path that you're on. So you're always thinking about what is the next thing, what is the right path. And if you're always thinking about what is the right path, even though you're walking, you will have this feeling of like, I cannot enjoy this because I'm not 100% sure, or I don't feel safe on the road that I'm walking today. Okay. I'm actually here describing this drifting drain pleaser. He always says yes to anyone and anything, and he loses himself in the process. So who does resonate with that? Who resonates with this? You're always saying yes to everything and anything. Okay. Sandra, I definitely did. I did this my whole life. Yeah, I'll go further in a moment. Second thing, he or she has difficulties putting boundaries. That's why he or she is always tired. Yeah, not putting the boundaries of who you are, not putting the boundaries of what you want, and just going with everything that's there. It's not abnormal that you get tired. So I feel you. I feel you. Okay. He's a thinker, paralyzes by analysis. This is something that a lot of empaths have in common. That's overthinking. What should it be? Dun, 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 and actually not taking any action at all. And that's also making you very tired. This is also a system that needs a lot of energy. Always saying that you're okay. He doesn't want to burden his environments. So he carries the world alone. And carrying the world alone feels very heavy and very hard. So suffering is actually a word that comes back a lot of times if you're feeling a lot, but you're not showing it to the outside world. Suppressing the feelings has kept him safe for a long time. But the moment he tries to open up, he doesn't feel heard. So he feels small, feel lonely, misunderstood, and low in vibration. Yeah. I think a lot of things I'm saying here right now resonates with what you guys are feeling. I think you already feel where it is going to, but actually what I'm describing here is actually myself. I have been here a lot of times. And because I have been here, and if you resonate with this, that's the reason the more that I want to share what I want to share today. So we're going to share some common thinking mistakes that keep most action-oriented empaths stuck, overwhelmed, and unhappy. So one of the first things is overthinking paralysis by analysis. It's just what I said. Feelings like I'm not sure. Actually, I don't know who I am, what I really want. So I actually don't even want to make a decision because I'm not sure the decision I'm going to make is that really me, or is this the right thing? And you don't want to put too much expectations because you're used to getting disappointed. So a lot of questions of what if in your head. And this thinking for a long time mostly has to do with the fear of rejection. You overthink because you're afraid for something, afraid that you're going to be rejected by the choices that you're going to make. But it has consequences. Yeah. Yes, overthinker and action taker at the same time, it can be. I'm now actually trying to explain the different kinds of situations that you can have, because you can be a person who overthinks all the time, then lets it go, and then takes action, then do too much things at the same time. So you can flip. There are a lot of different kinds of ways that an empath can function. I must say that I have been all of these. I have been a person times that I was overthinking all of the time, that I didn't do anything because I felt overwhelmed. And there were times that I felt quite more confident and I started to do a lot of things, but I couldn't stop doing. So that's the thing with boundaries too. The boundaries in the sense of like, there is no balance. Or I do nothing at all, or I don't stop doing things constantly. So these are like two sides of the the spectrum that you could have. And I'm actually now trying to draw them a little bit in front of you so they can see. Yeah. But if you're this person who thinks too much, paralyzed by analysis, you actually will have a lot of problems because you will lose the opportunity. That's one of the things. If you always say, I don't know who I am, but also don't take action, if you take some actions in life and you do something, it's an opportunity to get to know yourself better, because everything that you do and you reflect on it, you will know, hey, this is who I am, or this is not who I am. It's actually very simple. If you listen to your soul and listen to your heart and you do something, you know it's something that is you or it is not you. But you only will know if you do it. The thing is with overthinking is that with thinking, you can put so many stories in your head, so many different kind of scenarios and stories, that you're actually creating so many possibilities that you actually forget to know about what is it actually. So if you don't do something, you also don't know who you really are. And if you don't take opportunities, you actually fall more into fear than into confidence. If you do more, even when you fail, you will create confidence. Confidence is not something you are born with, but that you need to build. And it's something that you build by trying and doing a lot of things. All the things that you have seen in the beginning, the pictures that I've shown you, the things that I have been doing, a lot of those things, I had a lot of fear for that. To be honest, to sitting here in front of you guys doing this webinar, do you know how much fear I had the last couple of days? A lot of people say like, Cliff, you're so confident and you get so many things done. And wow, it's so inspirational to see what you have done. But this fear that we have will be there because it's something that can help us. Now, there are two kind of fears that there are in life. And there's one fear that says, no, this is very dangerous. This is not the right thing. Like if there is a tiger next to you and he's hungry and he walks towards you, you know, like this is real fear and I need to do something with this, you know? But there are also these kind of fears in our life that actually are guiding us. And that's something I made myself like a value of myself. And that's like make fear your biggest purpose. Because the fear is always guiding you to something that you don't know yet. If it is something that you know, it's in your comfort zone and you already know how you should act, what you should say, how you should feel. But if it's something outside that circle and you don't know what it's going to be about, mostly, that's the work you need to do to understand yourself better. All those things I showed you in the beginning, going for an acting career, yeah. You also saw investing. You also saw going to travel. Actually, I love traveling, but I'm very afraid of traveling because it's out of my control of things like the planning and stuff. And I want to enjoy it, but I don't want to plan too much too. Also, having these new connections with people all over the world. What would they think of me? Who am I to have a friend who is a millionaire? Yeah, who am I to be befriended with the people? Who am I to be befriended with people who work in that industry? Yeah, I'm now befriended with a singer, with an actor, with a millionaire, with a spiritual guide, with the founder of Lifebook that I really admire so much. Like I just want to say, like all those things took a lot of fear in my body, but listening to that fear instead of wiping it away has led me to enter situations that taught me more than I've ever could learn from the books I've read, or the philosophical practices that I've been doing by thinking about myself. It was always the doing something that was the greatest mirror for me to know who I am. Because if you do something, there will always be situations and people there in front of you that are the best mirror for you to look into. And I'm not saying it's always pleasant, okay? It's not like, oh yeah, a mirror to look into. Sometimes it will, yeah, frighten the shit out of your pants. I mean, let me say about that. I've been a lot of times afraid, but the thing is, if you follow your fear and you walk into it with trust, yeah, with the fact that the action you take is aligned with the vision that you want to go into, with the life that you want to go into, you always will learn so much about yourself. And I can guarantee you, if you're a person who feels a lot of fear in your life, it means there's a lot of things that you need to do, but not searching. Just go towards that fear. That's something that I want to share with you guys. That fear has changed my life into the better. Yeah. If you are controlled by fear in the sense that you're not doing anything with that fear, just feeling it only constantly and pushing it away, feeling it again, feeling again, and feeling again, it also will make you unable to enjoy life. Because if this fearful moment in you is, there are only two emotions, and the rest is all like a part of it, you know. But there is only love, or there is an absence of love, and fear is an absence of love. If you're not in love, in these emotions of love, then you cannot feel enjoyment, joy, bliss, fulfillment. So that's why I want to say, if you feel these fears, it means there is something for you that you need to walk into. But don't get yourself controlled by fear by staying in it and not doing anything with it. Okay, let me go a little bit further. Another thought that empaths have that are blocking them is, if I want to have more or better than now, if I want to dream further or put my vision further than now, it will cost me more time, more work, and it's definitely going to make me more tired. So everything I'm doing already right now, what is actually suffering, will mean that if I want to do something more or bigger, it means that I will have more suffering. Who feels that? I'm not daring. I don't have the courage to think more, because if I go further than that, I will suffer more. Yeah. Think about this. Yeah. How many times in your life you haven't took an opportunity because you felt that if I'm gonna go in this opportunity, I will suffer more. Yeah. So let that land a little bit. I see you, Jessica, Anna. Thank you for sharing that and being so open with it. Thank you so much. Also, people, if you feel that you resonate with this, please put it in the chat, because the thing is, and I will come to this later, and I want to say it right now again, is that you're not alone. Yeah. In our heads, we feel that the problems that we have, the situations we are in, are so unique for us that no one understands us. But it's not. Every single person has something that they love, has something that they struggle with, and has something that they lost. Everyone is like this. Let me ask this. Who has something that you love? Put me in the chat. I go with you. I love being here. I love my little cat. I love my wife. I love so many friends and family. Okay. Who has a struggle at this moment? Something that's struggling in. Yeah. For me, the struggle at this moment, what it was getting this webinar intact. Did you know the last parts of from the slides that I'm making, showing right now, has been just finalized 1 minute before I start with it. So that's why I'm a little bit shaky here. And the last thing, and this is gonna be, you don't have to answer if you don't want to, but who has lost something in their life recently? Let us say a situation, a person, but something that you put a lot of love in that you have lost. I can tell you, I do. I have lost two people in my inner circle that have passed, and I want to do a little exercise right now. I want for everyone who put something here in the chat, the person who has lost something, I want that we give those people like a little bit time, a little bit space, a little bit love, by just closing your eyes and put your hands together. And I want us to devote a little bit silence, a little bit time for those people who passed, or those situations that have ended. Take a deep breath. You look in my eyes. You are not alone, and I do feel you. Everyone loses something. And the older that we get, the more that we lose. And it's very important that we have to understand that it's a part of life. But the sadness that comes with losing something is also a part of it. I always try to tell my clients that every tear that you have in your system is a confirmation about how much love you have given to something or someone that you have lost. And I can tell you one thing. I can tell you one thing. Every single person in this circle right now are people with a very, very, very big heart. Yeah. I know it. I just feel that every single person in this chat has an amazing big heart, because I feel that you're holding a lot of things inside of your heart that you don't want to show to other people, because you don't want to burden them. You don't want to hurt people. And that's why you're holding it. Yeah. But know that tears are something very beautiful, because it confirms how much you have loved something. So if there are tears that need to flow, please listen to my saying that tears are something beautiful. And you should not be ashamed of those tears. They should be honored, because they are the most beautiful thing that you have in your system. If we talk about manifesting, we're talking about flow. Tears need to flow in order to create space so new things can enter. Whatever you want to manifest, whatever intention you have, it will come. But first, there needs to be space to accept it. You cannot receive something if there is no space. Okay, let's continue. I know that this part of the story is a little bit all, you feel that the energy is quite low, and it's about the emotions that we keep. But that's the thing. If you're in an empath, a person who feels a lot, if you're not stepping into your own life, choosing for yourself, mostly it is because you're holding a lot of things inside of you that are not yours. Yeah, you're doing it for someone else. If you truly would love yourself and allow yourself to be who you are, then there is space. Look at children. Yeah, look at little children. I always say that little children are the most beautiful creatures ever. Okay, who has like a little child in their environment? Okay, just type me. Okay, I don't know that you're still here. I don't know who I'm talking to. Little children. You don't have to say the names, but I just wanna know, like, okay. So Ilsa, thank you so much. You too, Anna. So imagine those little children. Okay, little children are the most pure form of energy. Why? It's because they listen to their energy. A little child, very pure in innocence, they feel something. It comes in, but 7 seconds later, it goes out again. Yeah. A little child, when it feels anger, it will just yell. When it feels sadness, it just cries. And when it's happy, he or she is happy, they will laugh because they are free, because they are energy. But the older that we get, our education, our family, our culture, society, friends, the situations you have been in will teach us what we need to do with our emotions. And mostly that will be keep your emotions with you. And like I said, you do that because you don't want to hurt or you don't want to burden someone else. But the thing that you're creating is that you're holding it all inside, blocking yourself. If energy cannot flow freely, it will block. And when it blocks, there is no space. And when there is no space, there is no possibility to manifest because you have no space to have something to enter your system, even happiness. Yeah. So thank you for listening. Let's go further. Yeah. So if you're that person, you will have a lot of self-sabotage because if you feel of you in your mind is that suffering is life is suffering, and only doing hard things or hardship will give me a great life, then everything that's happening in your life, you will try to find that confirmation that it's true. So if in my mind there is, through the suffering, I will have a good life. If I suffer a little bit more, a little bit longer, just a few more years, I will go to that point and I finally will be happy. Yeah. The thing is, if you have that in your mind, you will try to search the evidence everywhere you go. Everything that you will see will be suffering. And when there is something in front of you that actually could rid of your suffering and make you more happy in an easier way, at ease, easeful, graceful, without suffering, you won't see it. And even when you see it, you will just put it away because you don't believe it. Yeah, that's self-sabotage. It's because the mindset you have put in your head is so strong that everything that you see, you want to hold the evidence that this is true. And we'll come with that. But this is very important, that this needs to change how you think about things, how you talk about things. Yeah. And as I said, this is something also like I'm a person who talks a little bit, connect the dots. And while I'm doing this, I'm just responding and everything that I read. And maybe I'm going a little bit from here to there, but it will get a little bit clear when I gonna push everything together. So bear with me. I hope you can follow my mindset and the things I'm saying. But as I say, spirituality is all about connection and everything is connected. And that's the thing. When you see that everything is starting to connect with each other, then you will see the light. And when you see the light, you will know the way. But the light cannot be seen if there is no darkness. There is only light because there is darkness. If there is no darkness or no shadows, you wouldn't even know that it is light. So if you're going through a moment in your life right now and it feels hard, it feels heavy, it feels like, oh my God, this is suffering. No, it is good because it makes you realize that this is there. You also need to know what that is so that you also know what the other side of the story is. Yeah. And know that you can get there. Yeah. You can get there if you detach or release the things that we're talking about right now. Because whatever you're holding, and now I come back to what I was saying, if you're holding your emotion inside, let us say you have a lot of sadness inside that you don't want to share, anger. Anger is only there because you cannot show your sadness. Anger is actually not an emotion. That's what people sometimes say. Anger is just the expression of the sadness inside that you cannot bring out. So when that's inside of you, you have to think that whatever is inside of you, that you start attracting that. So if you have a lot of negativity inside of you, but you put a smile on it, I can't sitting here like this feeling very sad, people will feel that and you will attract that because the same kind of vibration always will pull each other together. Have you ever been in a room that you're super happy? Yeah. You only see happy things. But if that one person in the corner has the worst day of his life and he has this face of like, I want to kill someone and don't come near me. If you're so happy and you're here and he's here, you will feel that you won't actually approach each other. You actually say like, oh, he has a bad day. Maybe I should give him some space, but you won't come together to each other. Yeah. So like-minded energy will pull each other together. So that's another reason if there's a lot of emotions inside of you that you need to let it go. Okay, let me continue. Who resonates with this one? With the fact that you're self-sabotaging yourself, that you feel that suffering is constantly in your life. Who resonates with that? Yeah, thank you for your honesty. Okay, let's go further. This is another one. I don't believe I am capable to enter a better life. I am unworthy. I am not good enough. I have seen it all around me. No one is able to do that. So who am I to do that? It won't work for me. And I tried to do it, but yeah, it didn't work. So it's not for me. So I give up. It's not for me. Who is this? If this is you, then you're also watching someone who was it too. I've been always very small, very how do you say that? Bowing down to people. One of the things is because my culture is a little bit like that. I come from a culture that a lot of Asian people, especially my former generations, I'm the first generation who was born in Belgium, but my former generations, they didn't speak the language. They didn't had a lot of knowledge. So the only thing that they could do was work in restaurants, open restaurants and cook. But the only thing that they could do was always bow down to the customer saying, okay, okay, yes, 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 yes. Okay, 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 okay. Yeah. They needed to make their money, they needed to survive. So everything that happened around it was always yes, 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 okay, 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 no problem. Always say yes, always please the people in front of you, and never, never, never make them feel not happy. And your own ideas and your own values are not that important. Yeah. It's about the people. It's about the people's peace. And I love this piece of our culture because it's about you want to hold the peace so we don't burden people, so we hold the peace. But if you're not able to say what you want or what you feel, then it all goes wrong. All these blockages inside of you, it has to have a way to venture, and it always goes in this way of suffering. So, yeah. So I try to fill the gap back to where I'm gonna go here. But this unworthy feeling, I'm not good enough, has been a lot in my childhood, has been a lot in my adolescence, and until the day of today, I still have that in some kind of way. But how does this work is because what has been said to me in so many kind of ways is that, hey, stop with that. You're not able to do that. You're only Asian. You're only Chinese. No one can do that. We are only from this. We don't have the money. We don't have this. Da, 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 da. This has been put in my head so many times that I start saying it to myself. And these thoughts will govern your emotions and will govern what you will think and what you will do, because your thoughts become your actions, and your actions become who you become, who you will be. Will become your future, become your life. If you're also in an environment that helps you to get these thoughts constantly inside of you, then they will keep there. You have to think about this. If they're like 1 million times that someone has said to you, you're not worth it, you're not good enough, I don't believe you, this is impossible, and you said this 1 million times to yourself, I can't do this, I don't believe in myself, this won't work, I'm not good enough, oh, I'm like, who am I to do this, you know? It's like 2 million times, like 2 million times in your own head. And now you're trying with positive affirmation, say, I can do this. That one sentence, I can do this, has to fight until 2 million against 2 million times. I cannot do this. That's 1 against 2 million. You cannot win that fight unless you do it a lot and a lot and a lot. And that's what a lot of therapies and a lot of affirmations work with, is change the words that you're telling yourself so you can change. And that's good. But there's one more thing that's very important, and that is that you need to surround yourself with people who think the same way. That has been my game saver. That has been my salvation into getting things done, is by being with people who believe in me, being with people who also believe themselves, and I believe in those people. If you have two people who believe each other and they keep supporting each other no matter what, I'm walking my way, that person is walking their way, but you're supporting each other just by saying, hey, I'm here, that's the change. That's the secret of going forward fast, you know, being with people that support you and believe you. And I want to be that one person already in this room here who tells you that you can do this. No matter what you're thinking about, what you really want to achieve, I know you can do this because I believe in you. Yeah. Maybe I don't know your story, maybe I don't know your history, but I do know one thing, that is, when you keep believing in the thing that you want, and you surround yourself with people that believe it too, and believe in you, and walk together with you, those things will happen. You have to believe me in this, because I was a person who had million thoughts like, this is not possible, and I did it, okay? There are things I did, and I really start to believe that I am worthy of doing so many great things. I am worthy of love. I'm worthy of respect. I'm worthy of people to care about me. I'm worthy to be supported. And I'm definitely worthy to have these great things in my life. And you know why? Because I am enough, and I believe in myself, and I am a light, because I know even now I'm all by myself here, okay? All by myself in front of the screen. And I actually don't know who is watching this. I see some people there in the participants section, but maybe also the recording if you're watching the recording. I don't know who is watching this at this moment, but I'm standing here alone. But I know that I'm making an impact to you because I have a light. I have a light shining through me, because at this moment, I am here for you. I'm doing this webinar not for me to show off what I have done in so many years, but I'm here for you because I want to tell you that you can do this too. So my heart goes to you right now. And because I'm shining my light so brightly right now for you, I love myself so much, but also because I know I'm doing this for you. So this kind of ripple is the thing that you need. Okay, I will come back in this a little bit in a moment, but trust me in that. If you can be at that point that you say, like, I love myself, it's okay, I'm enough. I'm actually here talking to myself because, okay, you guys are here, you're in the chat. For the same, I could also have this feeling like, hey, no one is listening to me. Oh my God, I'm so nervous. And am I actually making an impact? Actually, is someone actually listening to what I'm saying? Am I being heard? So I'm actually going to ask that. Are you listening to what I say? Do the words that I say, do they reach you? Yes or no? Please put yes in the chat. If my words do reach you. Yeah. And that one, okay. Absolutely. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you. You see, what I just showed you is we are all givers. You are all givers. You give so much to other people. I know this 200, 2000% that you give so much to people. The only setback that we have, because we give so much, we are giving so much service to this world, but we're forgetting one thing, and that is give something to ourselves. And but this is something that no one can do for us. We need to do that ourselves by asking it. Like I just asked this. Please send me a yes if you hear me, and you hear me. Oh my God, I feel so loved right now because I know, hey, I was not starting this webinar and people just started to drop off. You stayed and you stayed listening to me. And that does me so much. It gives me so much love. It gives me so much respect for myself and so much light from you guys. So thank you. Thank you so much. And I needed to say that. Okay. So I was saying, and that's the thing, you need to surround yourself with people who believe in you in order for you to go forward, because you can do it by yourself. There's a beautiful quote I will never forget. You can go fast alone, but you can go far together. And that's the thing. You can go on your own very fast, but there will be a time that you have no gas in the tank and you will fall. And it's that moment when you fall and there is no one to support you back up. You can fall very low. And the time that you can go back, it sometimes takes so much time, years. And then you're looking back, oh my God, it took me such a long time to go get out of this fall. But if there are people surrounding you who are supporting you, and you're also asking for support, then you won't fall that deep. You will be carried until you get back to the line and go back. And that's the thing. We know that life goes in waves, and we know we have good times and bad times. That's the thing. I always say to people, life is like the ocean. It's like the waves, and we're surfing on those waves, and we're trusting the wave where it's going to. But what I'm telling right now is this wave is supporting us because you're leaning with your surfboard on the wave, so you're feeling supported. But if you're not being supported in life and you fall, it goes like this. And it takes a long while before you go back. If there's a person with you, even when you fall down, it carries you and you go back to your next wave. And you fall down and it carries you. And that, my friends, that, my dear friends, is the beautiful, beautiful, rich, most valuable tool that doesn't take any money at all. And that's just searching those people to stand next to you. And to be honest, they're actually all here right now. What I want everyone to do right now is to, you see in your chat, okay? And on the right side, you have the smiley face. If you put a smiley face, you can also see a heart. Just put a heart in the chat right now for everyone who's reading this. If you don't know how to do that, just say, I love you. Okay. But I have here 2 hearts. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you, Anna. Thank you, Charlotte. But I want to know that this love that you guys are sending right now in this chat is for each other. Okay. So please embrace the love that you guys are giving each other. And here is my love for you. Okay. Here is my love. I don't want to make it cheesy, but that's the thing. We all need love. We are here to give, but we're also to receive love so much. The moment you were born, every single baby, it comes crying in this place, crying for love. And when the mother gives it, it gives the most beautiful smile ever. We all have been babies, and we all have seen babies, I guess. But we are inside, we're still babies, and we need this love. Okay. So please feel this love so much and keep sending it, okay? During the day here, if you feel something that resonates, just put a heart in the chat. Know that you're not alone. Yana, write this down. Yana, you are not alone. Okay? Beautiful name. Okay, let's continue. I'm sorry, I got carried away a little bit in my talk. Let's go further. So if you're actually not daring to step into your life because all the mindset in your head, you will live a mediocre life. And that's okay. But if you live mediocre and not the life that you're intended to have, then slowly by slowly, your fire that you have will be extinguished like a candle that's almost going at its end. And you'll have this unhealing fatigue. I have the privilege to work with people in my practice. And the one common feature that everyone has when they're having blocked emotions, one is physical complaints. I will come to that later. That's the body that's signaling you, I need to move, but nothing moves. So I will clench myself together until you will see it. When the pain is just like this alarm bell, ding, ding, ding. Do you hear it? If you don't hear it, I will go louder and louder until you will feel it. And I will crash you until you will see it. That's how your body works. But also, what I always see is that people are tired, and they can't feel the joy of life anymore. How sad is that, you know? We are here to enjoy life. How sad is if the flame in your heart is being extinguished? How sad is that the flame in your eyes has been diminished? Know that it can come back, yeah? You need to choose for your life, yeah? This fatigue cannot be healed if you don't step into your life. Your soul wants to go in a direction, but if the soul cannot go because you're blocking it, then your soul will get angry. Your soul will get sad. And that's actually that pulling and pushing, that pulling and pushing. I know I should go, but I don't. I know I should go, but I don't. It's creating so much friction that you will create so much fatigue in your system. It will create emptiness. It creates low vibration. You will feel bad because a painful body doesn't feel right. Not stepping in your life is not a joyful thing. So you will feel very sad, frustrated, unhappy, all those negative vibrations. And what I said before, you attract what you are. So it comes to you. If your vibration is so low, no one will see you because what you see with your eyes, you only see the refraction of light. Oh, this is something that just came out. Okay. The only thing that you see is the light. I'm not a good physician. I learned this with biology and stuff, but I know something with the light. The thing that you see is the refraction of light that comes in your eyes. Yeah. But if you are not shining your light, you actually are not being seen. Who in this chat sometimes feels that they are not being seen? I say something, but nobody listens. I show something, but no one sees it. Yeah. I feel it, but no one feels it. Thank you so much, guys, that you say this because you're not the only one. Put a heart in chat. Put it in the heart chat. You're not alone. I see you. I feel you, and I got you. Yeah. So eventually, you stop dreaming, and you stop following your gut feel. Yeah. What is your powerful thing? Okay, one more. I don't trust and act on my gut feel anymore. I only trust what I can see. What I wrote down here. Nothing good has come from following my feelings. It hasn't brought me any further. A lot of people who are empaths and they have so much blockages in their system, they still feel a lot, but they're not 100% sure what they're feeling and if it's the right thing. If you follow a direction that is governed by an emotion that you're not sure about, you also will end up in a place you're not sure about. It's so easy. This is one of the powerful things that you guys have, but I want to leave it later because this is a surprise for you guys. Yeah. I cannot say everything because there needs to be like this up-leveling thing in this thing. We're not talking about all things that don't work, okay? So Nothing has come good from following my feelings. That's what a lot of empaths feel. I don't want to feel anymore, so I block it away. Yeah. So, but it leads to blocking your emotions. It leads to you don't feeling anymore. It leads to you feeling lonely, unheard, not understood. A lot of people will actually start to go on automatic pilot because they don't feel anyway. And that's the fastest way to do something. I've learned this in the restaurant. If you have to do 50 kind of actually you should if you have never seen a Chinese kitchen before, you have to see it. It's the most best way to learn how to deal with fastness. Because in Chinese restaurants I was like, okay, your how do you say that, your order will be there in 50 minutes 50 minutes 50 minutes, and then you have like 40 of these things they need to do, and then you're in the kitchen. If you use your emotions, you won't go far. You have to block off your emotions and just fly like a helicopter, like a speed rocket running from here to there. Boom, 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 boom. So I'm very grateful for my culture because it showed me the power of speed. The limits of the human body are actually very small if you need to be fast, and especially under pressure. So I know how it works. So the Speedy Gonzalez here, I understand you. And then your body starts to show signs, and you will feel overwhelmed by your feeling and thoughts. Okay. Okay, well, I put a lot of things here. Is it still okay for everyone? Everyone is still awake? Please give me a thumb up or like something in the chat, and I know you're not sleeping. It's still okay? Okay, thank you. All right, I didn't want to make it boring, so that's why I'm just going, not just reading out slides. I'm very bad at that, so I go a little bit my own way. And that's what this slide says it too. A lot of empaths will say, I don't want to burden other people, so I will do it on my own. It's faster, it's safer. Asking for help is vulnerability, and it only will burden others or create resistance. So I do everything alone. Like I said before, it creates consequences, because you don't share. You're always in your own head, in your own feelings, and you will get disconnected from this world, feeling that nothing has to do with you anymore, and you don't want to do anything with the world anymore. And that's a sad thing, because outside the negative things that are in your heart, in your mind, and around you, there are so much beautiful things surrounding you. And we lose that if we're on our own. If you don't trust others and you don't believe others, you will feel you don't have support at all. Yeah, that's what I said before. If you are on your own, you will fall down very easily, very low, and it's very hard for someone to catch you back up. So don't be alone, please. There's one thing you should learn from this whole webinar is, Yana, you're not alone, but take action by being not alone. Search those people that empower you. Search those people that bring a smile on your face. Yeah, those people will uplift you, and you will do the same thing for someone else. But you need to be overflowing with enoughness first. Yeah, you have given so much to your children, to your parents, to your friends, to society, to your neighbors, to your charity work, to your clients, your patients, everything, to your ancestors, to the next generation. You give so much, but you need to give something to yourself now too. At least the same amount that you're giving. Yeah, that's why you need to frequent with people that uplift you, and it doesn't have to be one. Ask a little bit there, ask a little bit there. You're not gonna be a vampire, because you're gonna give it away anyway. So take it from me. Take my smile right now. Life is too serious. Don't be too serious. Be happy by being silly. Asking. Okay, so I'm gonna get a little bit to the core of the webinar. Oh my God, I'm talking 1 hour, 50 minutes already. I need to keep the boundaries, but there's so much I want to say. Maybe that's for another webinar, but I need to say so many things. Okay, so what the drifting drain pleaser actually wants is to feel energized, empowered, and you want to enjoy life to the fullest. Yeah, you want to feel your feelings, you want to embody them, you want to use them as a compass and not actually as something that's pushing you down. You also want to feel supported and understood in your own journey. Yeah, you're going your journey, but while you're going on your journey, you're feeling supported and you're feeling understood. You know exactly which choices in your life align your vision, something that you want, and it's lining, and you know which choices these are. And then you want to make a meaningful impact and feel fulfilled. Yes, and freedom. So many things. And you can get that. But now we're going to go do this one. The self-assured light warrior. I had to name it, and I didn't have a lot of names. So let's go to be a warrior of lights. Yeah, you are a warrior of light. You just have to find the light back. Yeah, the self-assured. Yes, please. Who wants to be the self-assured light warrior? Put it in the chat, please. Like Ilse. Give me some enthusiasm. How much do you really want this? Yes, yes, yes. Yes, Ilse. Yes, Sandra. Yes, Anne. Who else? Join me in this journey. Yes, Sophie. Okay, so you want to have a burning desire, crystal clear vision. You want to have the courage to step into your vision every single day. You want to have a profound awareness about the balance in your life, that you put your boundaries, standing in your strength, and you want to be in the right environments to thrive and to grow. Yes, let it come. I love this enthusiasm that you guys showing me. It gives me power. Thank you. So let me come now. So that was about the thinking. It was about what are the thoughts in your mind that are blocking you from going forward. Okay. So let's look at those mistakes, the things that you are doing mistakenly, and what can you do to turn it around. Okay, so this is the part that I really love the most, because it's the doing part, not the thinking part. So until now, it's all about this. Now it's about this and about your feet, walking and doing. Okay, so I'm super excited. I hope you guys too. And I think I'm creating a little bit of excitement here. Okay, so there are 6 common mistakes that that actually are preventing you from really stepping into that life. Yeah, and I'm going to show them. I'm going to talk about it. So the first of the ones is energy flow. What I want to say with energy flow is actually your human body. You can say flow in a lot of ways, but if your body, the body is closed, yeah, nothing can flow. So it's very important that you work on your body. The body, in a sense, like you have to be flexible, you have to be open, you have to have expansion in order to get something new into your life too. So you can do that in a lot of ways, but in yin and yang, and that's a lot of things I'm going to talk about, yin and yang and the balance is, yin is going inside, and that's very important. There's a thought, that's the vision that's going inside, the feeling. But yang is going outside, is the expansion, yeah, is the other side of the circle. And expansion also means that our body needs to expand, and expand literally, we have to open our body. So actually, I want to do that with you guys now. When you're sitting right now, just follow me and just stretch your body, okay? Yeah, you're sitting for a long time now, 1 hour and 20 minutes. So just stretch out your arms, open. Oh my God, I'm sitting a long time. And just stretch, yeah? Stretch your neck, stretch your fingers. Oh, yeah, and just give a big sigh. Like, follow me. Ah, you know what they say with this confidence pose, like Superman. Okay, I want you to do it even more exaggerated. Put your hands here. Okay, you wanted to be a warrior, wasn't it? Okay, be a warrior now. Take a deep breath and just be a happy warrior like this. Ah, yes. Close your eyes. Breathe in. Ah, one more time. Ah, okay. Now put it in your chest. Yeah, like a warrior. Ooh. Ah, ah. All right, I think you're smiling right now, isn't it? Okay, so what we did, we just we did a few breaths, we moved a little bit, like shake. Okay, shaking is a good way to throw things off your body. Have you ever seen a cat or a horse or a dog, and they're feeling like very, very stressed? They just shake it out. So shake it out. And make this sound. Shake it out. Good. Now take a deep breath in. I give a sigh of expansion. Not this one. That's a sigh of contraction. Yeah. Expansion. Make it big. Yes. See, okay. Now come back to me. Let me know how you're feeling right now. Okay. Give me a yes if you feel more empowered. Okay. Yeah. Bam, bam. Even the yeses come faster. Bam, bam, bam. Yes. Okay. So this is excitement. This is the body. Energy flow. Energy is everywhere. But energy, we are still a human body. We have a soul that came on this earth, but we are in a human body. And your human body is your vessel. So your vessel actually also determines how your energy can flow through your body. So if you are blocked, but literally being stiff, having pains, you don't move, then energy cannot move. If you want energy to move, you need to move. And I'm not saying you need to go CrossFit. You don't have to go right now to a CrossFit gym and do the most crazy workout ever. I'm just telling you to move your body. You can go walking. You can go. Caroline is saying like, my husband is wondering what I'm doing. I'm pretty sure he was smiling there too, inside. Yeah. Okay, so you feel your contraction. Good, Sophie. Yes. Okay. So, but what I want to say here is the body. When the body's open and you feel well with the body, everything follows. Your emotions will follow. Have you ever seen how you feel when you feel good? Oh my God, this is a great day. Thank you. Ah, I won't say the same words when I'm sitting like this. Oh, I'm so grateful for my day. I'm so happy. No. What happens when you contract? Oh my God, my life sucks. And why did this happen? And why me? And why is this world so ugly? And why did this happen? And why this? And why that? And why that? And why that person did? And why that person? Yeah, why? Because you're contracted. The only thing that you feel is this. Yeah. So open yourself up. So that's the first thing. It's your body. Open yourself up. Okay. I'm gonna hold myself a little bit on the script that I don't go too much out of line because I can keep talking just about this topic like my whole life. So, okay, the body, right? Everyone feels that? Good. The second thing is your words. The words have power. Words have to do with what is inside here. What are you saying to yourself? What words are coming out of your mouth? Oh, there's a beautiful quote of Bruce Lee that I forgot how to say it, but I can say it with my own words. And that's like, be careful with your words, like even how you talk to yourself. Oh, that's what he said. Because the words that we spell out of our words or spell inside of our words dictate how we are as a person. That's why it's called spelling. Cool, isn't it? It's a spell. That's what you say with magic. It's a spell. Why? It's words. The words dictate what is happening, what you're saying, but what you're saying to yourself too. So words have power. Yes, Aparna, what your thought, they become words. What your words, they become action. Beautiful, beautiful quote. I love that one. But indeed, the words are very important. And with this one, I actually want to do another exercise, just a few minutes, is I want now at this moment that you go a little bit deep to think about what do you really want. Like there are maybe a lot of things that you want in your life, but I want you to just go and grasp something. So close your eyes. I'm going to do a guided meditation right now. And just imagine, let everything go and be in that excited state that you just had. And put your both hands on your heart. Try to imagine where you are right now, but where you want to go to. The first thing that comes in your mind, ask your soul, where do you want to take me to? the first thing that comes in your mind, it doesn't matter what it is, in which area of life it is. It can be your health. It can be the things you want to know. It can be your emotions, how you want to feel more. It can be who you want to be. It can be more about your spiritual life. It can be your love relationship, how you want it to be. It can be the relationship with your kids. It can be your social network. It can be your career. It can be money. It can be the things you still want to do in your life. But take one or two of those things, just maybe one. Take the one when you put your hands on your heart here that resonates the most, that makes your heart go very warm and you feel like, yes, that's really something I want that I don't have right now. I want that so badly. And stay there. Try to imagine how it feels, what you're seeing, the details. What are you seeing, feeling, hearing? What are you smelling? What are you tasting? Which color does it has? Where is it? With who? When? Okay. Now open your eyes and I want you to take a paper and write it down. Just write it down. Put those thoughts you had into words. Words have power. Put those words on paper. Or if you're typing, of course. I'm gonna give you 1 minute to do that. Okay, so you now wrote down something. You can keep writing during the talk if you want to, but remember these are your words. How are you writing it down? Think about it. How are you writing it down? Are you writing down, I want, dun, 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 dun. Okay, a want always will keep one thing. Yeah, try to pull it. No, that's for later. Still have to come to my secrets, you know. So, okay, you wrote down your vision. That's a vision, okay? So these words that you wrote down is your vision. You want to go to there. Okay, so don't try to put it in a negative. That's the thing. Don't put it in a negative thing. Don't say, I don't want, okay? Write what you do want. If you say, I don't want to be tired all the time, you write down, I want to feel energetic every single day when I wake up out of my bed. Da, 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 da. So make it positive. Yeah. Okay. Let's go to the next one. Vibrational frequency. This one is a beautiful one. I love this one because this has all to do with attraction. The law of attraction, like a magnet, has all to do with the vibrational frequency. I need to tell this story. Yeah. So there is a guy, he's called Mazuru Emoto. It's a Japanese scientist, and he did a research around vibration. So what did he do? He collected, it's actually the water crystal experiment. So he collected a lot of water and he froze it and he put a lot of labels on different kind of water, the water bottles. So what he did was, before he actually microscopic looked at the molecules, like the smallest unit of the water molecules, just to see how it looks like. Yeah. And then he put all these labels with different kind of words on it. He put love, beauty, friendship, but then he also started to write other words like hate, Holocaust, I want to die, I gotta kill you. Yeah. And what he did, like he went even further in his experiment by asking people in front of the bottle to think about those words. Yeah. So what did he do? Now we come back to the words, you know. But what did he do? He took a microscopic sample of those water crystals after those labels were put on and when the emotions were put in. He looked at the water crystals and they totally had a different shape. I want to share it, but I didn't put it in. But it was so beautiful because it's like when it was about love, these crystals, like when you have when in winter, when the snow, and you have these crystals, these beautiful symmetrical crystals, that is one with love. And that's what they were, so beautiful symmetrically. But the ones where it was like hate and I kill you and this and that, they were all deformed. So the conclusion of this experiment is that the way we feel can change a water molecule in front of us. But know that our body is more than, I think, 70% water. Think about that. Think about the words you put in your mind, what they're doing with your body. Why are so many people talking about self-healing and the words you say to yourself? The one thing I learned of being a therapist, yeah, I always say the healing starts with the person themselves. The person who wants to be healed is the healer, him or herself, because you are healing your body, because it is your body. I only am from the idea that a therapist or someone who helps you is someone who can help you go back to that higher vibrancy, to show you to go back to that. And that's the thing. Why do you sometimes feel that one person helps you better than the other? Yeah, it's because of the energy around field, So it's about vibration. And what I told you earlier, what is inside, the vibration you emitting with your words and with your feelings is gonna come back as a boomerang, because that's the magnet. This is one of the secrets of manifestation. The second one, what I said, the words are important because you want to know what you want. That's important. If you don't think about it, if you don't think about and reflect about who I am and what do I really want, then you don't want anything. So nothing is going to come anyway. And when it comes, you won't see it because it's not something you've thought about. But when you do and you want something, then it's the vibrational frequency that's going to pull it towards yourself. I'm going to show you one thing. Just say one thing. It's not about the magnet. The feeling that you have is important, but it's not about the feeling. It's about the magnitude of the feeling. And which feeling? Very easy. Plus or minus. Yeah. Who in this chat actually has a vision, but it doesn't keep coming? Put it in chat. Me. Okay, so let's take Sophie and Jessica. So the question is, I know what I want, but it's not coming. So I put my intention, but it's not coming. Yeah. And I have a specific one, but it's not realizing. Okay. So I can tell you one thing. The magnet is always there. Yeah. The intention, how it has to come to you, the intention is actually like you have the magnet, and the magnet needs to be directed towards a place. So this is actually the intention. Okay, you put something in front of you. That's what I want. Okay, so you know it's there. That's your North Star. So your magnet can now know I have to go that direction. Okay, good. That's good. But to know where the magnet needs to go, it needs to be guided by your heart. Let me say it more simple. The vibration that you are emitting is causing the strength of the magnets to pull. But it goes in two ways. And that's why you need to be careful. I want that. Yeah. I want to have that. Yeah, that would be great. Okay, that's an emotion. I want that. And I'm happy. I would be very happy if that comes. And now this. Oh my God, I want it so badly. I would be so happy if that comes my way. Oh my God, I want to have this. Oh, okay. Example. You know how I came in my career section in the why I got this acting role in that movie? I had a 1 second of fame, but I became the lead actor in that movie, and I didn't thought about it. It was a small thing I put down. But I was in the set and I was a 1 second of fame sidekick, I was punched in the face and I was gone and I was out. And that was the audition. That was great. I was so happy. But it was because I was happy. I was in the set and I was jumping around, so happy that I could be the clapper, you know. Take one, set one, action, bam. And I was so happy that I could do it and wipe and again and again and again. I was so happy that I could help out, that I could put the coffee for the director and stuff. And I was helping out, but it was because I was so freaking happy that I was there that the director asked me, you want to upgrade your level because you have something here special that I want to see in the movie. Wow. If your radiation, your vibration is powerful, strong, then the magnet will be stronger, pulling the things towards yourself. If the magnet is not that strong, yeah, that would be great. Yeah. And it takes a long time for it to pull it. Yeah. So that's one thing I want to say. But the other direction is also, why is it not coming? What kind of vibration is that? Why are this? I want to go that direction, but why am I still here? Why am I still in this situation? So what you're actually doing is you're emitting the energy of where you don't want to be. So what happens is, I don't want to be broke. What happens is you're going to attract the frequency of being broke. So everything, that's what I said, everything you're going to see, everything you're going to feel is going to feel that you're broke. You're going to feel that you have like a poor relationship. You will feel you have a poor bank account. You will feel you have a poor emotional situation, a poor health. So it will transmit through everything in your life. Yeah. Wait, okay, I do that, and on another level that is happening as I do stand-up comedy. I don't know if I understand exactly what you want to say there, but okay, let me come back later to that in the questions section. But anyway, what I want to say with vibrational frequency is that the frequency that you're emitting has to be the same that you want. If you it's just the pulling strength, you know. The more you put your vibration high, and that means happy, joyful, content, I am very happy, then you're actually pulling the magnet stronger towards yourself. So that's a vibrational frequency. Okay, capiche? It is happening on a different level, indeed. Let me go further. Then the next one is aligned action. Aligned action, in a sense, is that the thing that you're doing has to be aligned with what you want. Yeah, actually, it's very easy. So I want to make this exercise very quickly with you. So you have on your paper the thing that you want. Okay, I want yada 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 yada. I really want it, and you just put your intention there with your vibration. Oh, I really want it. Yes, 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 yes. Aligned action means in order to get there, all the action steps that you're taking has to be in that direction. So what I want you to do is to think deeply about this thing that you want. And now write down, what should I be doing to get there like next year? If it's like a big goal, what do I have to do in 1 year time to get there? Just write it down. What should I be doing in 1 year from now? Where should I be in order to get that goal rolling or being there? An example would be, one of my visions is to run a marathon. I have never run in my life. So my goal for next year in the aligned way would be, next year, I have trained enough with running that I'm able to run 5 kilometers or something. That's an idea, you know? Okay. So that's a long-term action. Now I want to pull it closer. So what would you be able to do in the next month? So make that goal that you put for the year smaller into something you can do in the next month. Let us say by the beginning of November. Yeah. What would be the leveraging action you can do to get in the direction of that goal that you could be able to do the 1st of November, that it would be done? Okay. And to pull it even closer, now you're going to think about, what do I need to do this week that's going to push me a little bit closer into the thing I need to do at 1 November? What can I do this week? What is the smallest step that I can do? Yeah. Okay. The smallest step means that it has to be so freaking easy that it's almost impossible not to do. Okay. If you know what it is for you, if you want to share that, I want you to share in the chat so that we have like an example that we can see. Yeah. But what I said for my example, what can I do until next week in order to get all the way down to the marathon for next week, is maybe to buy a pair of running shoes if I've never run before. Yeah. That's an example. All right. Think about it. Start thinking positive thoughts. Use positive affirmations. Speak kind words. Great, Caroline. But what can you do this week? Give me one action point that I know that you did it. Yeah. That's the thing also with goals. Goals, sometimes you need to set that they are achievable in the sense like SMART goals. You need to know if you have done them or not. Yeah. So can you transform this one thing that you did? Yeah, the recorded playback will be available. Yes. I know I'm a little bit out of my time, but I have so much to share that I just keep going. So you will have my recording, no problem. Yeah, Ilse, look again at your course that you're doing. Great. The plan is to bring the future into the present. Yes, indeed. Greatly cynical. Okay, so aligned action means the thing that you can do already so close till now that it's almost impossible not to step into it. But I'll come further to that. Yeah. Right. Next one, boundaries. Yeah. You need to put boundaries. The thing, if you don't put boundaries, you will be doing a lot of things, or you're doing nothing at all. Mostly you will do nothing at all when you're doing too much, because if you're doing too much, you get overwhelmed. And because if you feel overwhelmed, you actually will procrastinate and you will do nothing. But with boundaries here, I'm saying, if your vision is there and you're going towards a direction, taking the steps, the boundaries are actually, if you know what you're saying yes to, you also need to know what you're saying no to. And the boundaries are saying no to certain things. If I say my goal is to run a marathon in X time and I want to keep going, then maybe I need to say no against eating junk food every single day because it's not going to serve me. Yeah. So actually boundaries are what I'm not doing. If you're saying no to something, it means you're saying yes to something. And the beautiful is that you always have a yes and a no. If you're not choosing, it's also an answer. Probably it's a no, or probably it's a yes. Yeah. So put your boundaries. Yeah. Great. Let's go further. The boundaries can also be people. Yeah. If you, like what I'm saying, like with the marathon, and I want to go learning that running and the shoes and I also maybe have to frequent myself more with people who actually are doing the same thing. Maybe people who run occasionally. Maybe I should frequently less the people who are saying, hey, running is for wussies and running just makes your body in ailment. I wouldn't do it if it were you. You can't do that. Like these people, maybe you should keep a little bit distance from them while you're going to that goal. Yes. Right. You got this, Sophie. Okay. And then the last one. Yeah, you are not alone. Saying no to certain people also means saying yes to certain people. Frequent yourself with the people that are supporting you, helping you towards a journey, helping you, supporting you along the journey, getting you where you need to be. That could be mentors, people who already are there, yeah, that can stay you the steps to get there because they are already there. They have been there. There can also be people that are going with you. That's the same road, also searching. Yeah. And there are also people who want to go there and they're following your footsteps. I always say this is a beautiful social connection, is that having people who are like further than you, not better, but further on the road that you want to go with people that want to go together with you, that doing the same thing, and also helping people who want the same direction but are like one step lower than you. So like a mentor, fellow students, and a mentee for you, that you are teaching, but you're going, you're 5 steps further, maybe someone who has 3 steps in, that you're helping them pull forward. So you pull them, the mentor pulls you, and the student next to you pulls together with you. Yeah. Okay. Then, everyone with me? You still okay? I know I'm going very long in time. I want to conclude it, but there's so much. There are like some surprise here that I really want to share with you. So, if you still give me 30 more minutes, I'll try to keep it inside the 2 hours. Okay. I said 1 hour and a half, but I already thought it would be mostly with 2 hours. But anyway, here we go. So, what I want to share right now is to bring all the things that we have been talking together right now, to bring it together. So I talked about the 6 mistakes and the 6 things you need to do, but how does a manifestation process now works and how it all comes together? So this is actually the golden nugget. And here is the thing I really want to share with you. So keep your focus now, because here it comes. Okay, so this is a manifestation process. Yeah, it's very important that you have a few of those things. One thing is having the vision, the clarity. It means that you need to take the time to think what I really want in life. Now, it is hard because sometimes we do not know what we want. Yeah. But just by thinking about it, we will get more clear about it. So think, what do I want? Because the more that you think about what you want, the more you will understand who you are. Yeah. If I want to do charity, it means I am a person who likes charity. It means I'm a person who likes giving. So knowing what you want always can translate back to who you are. Now, sometimes we think, but I don't know for sure if I want that. Then the next step will be go for it and see if it truly is or not. If it is a yes, it's a hell yes. If it's a no, it's a no. And then you can change it, no problem. But it starts with the thinking. Clarity in your vision, very important. When is the last time that you thought deeply about all areas of your life? What do I want with my health? What do I want to learn? How do I want my emotions to be? Have I thought about my character, how I need to build that? Have I thought about my spirituality? What is that for me? What I want to do with it? My parents, how do I want to have a connection with them, with my children, with my spouse, with my friends? What kind of career do I want? How do I want my financial life to be? Just a simple thing. I want to have a better financial life. Okay, but what is that for you? For one people, that's 1 billion. For one people, that's 1 million. For one person, it's that 1,000 euro more on my account. For the one person, maybe it's just being able to pay off all my debts. That's okay. But do you know what it is for you? Yeah. Then next thing that you need to do, and I come back to this one, is the do. Yeah. You need to take action on the things that you have put in a vision. The thing that you just put on paper, the thing that you wanted to go to, it can only happen and manifest if you take action towards it. The thing is, a lot of people say, surrender to the universe and it comes. And that's true, but you still need to do something. If you're going to say, hey, I want to run that marathon, come to me. It's not going to come by just sitting here. You have to run the marathon. You still have to get out of your ass, take your shoes off. You have to walk and to run. So you have to do something. So, but the action needs to be aligned with your vision. And then the third thing is the vibration. If you know what you want and you're taking action for it, then the one missing link is you need to have a high vibration. Means that you need to feel good
along the way. And let me go further in this to make you understand. Yeah. So with this one, oh, right here. Okay, here it is. Let's see. Okay, here's okay. So you see here, I have these arrows extra, so I'm gonna make it a little bit complicated. You need to think, you vision what you want, and then you have to act on it. But it has to be aligned action. The things that you're doing have to be in alignment with what you want. I want to run the marathon, but I gonna I took all the time to go traveling and stuff, and I'll do it later. It's not aligned. It has to be aligned, okay? And the second thing is when you have done the thing that you did, look back if how it relates to the vision. An example, yeah. I said to myself, I want to travel the world and meet extraordinary people. I told myself in the beginning, I want to meet extraordinary people all over the world. So what I started to do was to think about where I could travel to. So I was thinking, yeah, thinking, and I was doing, and I was making plans and stuff. Okay, but what else was I doing? At some point in time, in the practice, I was getting more and more clients from different kind of countries with different origins. Yeah, I had people from Spain who were born in Africa. I had a Japanese person who was married to a Russian who lived in Lisbon. So there was like I had a lot of people from different origins living in different countries. And at some point, it just got me. I was saying like, hey, I want to see people from all over the world, and the people were actually coming to me. So the vision that I put was actually putting in action. This, my friend, is called the confidence circle. Believe your vision by seeing what you're doing. Your aligned actions are actually creating and manifesting the things that you have put out. This is a very important circle. Don't only do, because then you'll be chasing stuff. Yeah. Look back to trust in the vision that you have put out, because the thing that you have visioned is always coming to you, but sometimes you just don't see it. So when you do actions, don't forget to look back at the vision. The more you look back at, the more you will understand it is already happening. I made this book. I had it digitally, but I printed it beginning of last year. And 80% of this book has come to fruition. And it's not because I am so smart and all, but it's because I kept repeating, like, hey, this is what I want, this is what I want, this is what I want. And at some point I started to journal and reflect, hey, it's already happening. Yeah. Oh my God. Hey, I put here I wanted to be an actor. Hey, I just played in 2 movies. Oh my God, it's happening. That's manifestation. Sometimes you don't know that you're manifesting it. That's why you need to revise your vision. Yeah. Indeed. Yeah. Arnold Schwarzenegger is something like Jim Carrey, all those inspirational people, they're talking about the same thing. You need to reflect on what you wrote down. So this circle you need to keep doing. Okay. So an exercise to do, we don't have enough time, or so I'm just gonna say the exercise that you can do on yourself is to the thing that you wanted to do, yeah, your vision that you wrote down on your paper. Look right now, what kind of things are already happening in that direction. And once you see that, something beautiful will happen. And that's actually the next thing. That's this thing. And this, my friend, and I'm so happy you stayed until the end. Like, how many people are still here? Just want to see. 17. Okay, great. Even more. Okay, so this, my friends, is the magic. If you do the aligned actions, and you reflect on the vision you put, and you keep doing this circle, something beautiful will happen. And the answer is right in front of your eyes. It's this one. It is your superpower. What do all empaths have in common is that they feel so freaking much with their hearts. And it's because you're so good at feelings feeling, it also means that you know so easily how to produce feelings. You are good in making people laugh and smile. And you're so good in knowing what sadness and suffering means. But now you can also choose. And that's the magic portion here. Because this feel and vibration is like what I said, is the magnet of the whole circle. If you can manage to create a magnet that's so attracting, things will start coming in a wind that you cannot believe that it's coming. And I am an example of this. Yeah. First, I was like this. I understood, okay, I feel, yeah, you have to feel a little bit excited and it will come. But then I went from that to this. Okay, I'm so freaking happy because I see the things happening. When you see that the visions you put out are happening time by time by time by time by time by time. This year, it happened with, okay, I want to do a retreat. Bomb. I was asked to do a retreat in Lisbon for 30 people. I've never been to a retreat. I never done it. And I just did it. And it was the best experience. And I got so many beautiful feedback from that. I also said I want to be a better impact in a community. I was being asked in the Lightbook community to be the spiritual champion, to guide people through spirituality sometimes. And I was like, what? I am not a guru. But I said, yes, if I can help, I will do it. Bam, I made an impact. Then also I wrote down, I want to make an impact on the stage. You remember that picture? They asked me from that one event, come to Estonia to speak together on the stage next to Vishen Lakhiani. Vishen Lakhiani is the founder of Mindvalley, the founder of Mindvalley University. I was standing next to him in another space, in another room, and I had a full booked room there. So I thought like everyone's going to go to Vishen, but they all came to me. So wow, how great! Not all of them, of course, but the majority we had to say people stay out of the room because there's no space. And another thing that I imagine, like I want to act in a movie, and this also happening in this year, and then the Chinese New Year and all things. So I was just saying, the things, if you are happy because you see that those things are happening, and you're, oh my God, I'm so grateful for that it is happening. I put it in a vision, it's happening, and the things will keep coming and keep coming and keep coming. I must, I must give you a warning. Things can go very fast. What I said was all happening only this year, and it went in such a magnitude. It's only October, and I feel I have been living for 10 years. I'm not joking this. The things I have been doing this year, I had never been able to pull it off even in 10 years, maybe not even in this lifetime, if it wasn't about this. So, oh, thank you, Sylvia. Yeah, Sylvia has seen me growing so fast, and I just want to say that the vibration that you're emitting is the superpower that is going to pull the things to you in a magnitude that you will never believe. And your beliefs will be scattering one by one. Because if you do that circle, like I was saying before, and I have to show you again the circle. If you do that circle from time to time, this circle, yeah, you feel great, okay? You feel great no matter what's happening. Just make sure that you feel great. Go do a run, play with your dog, play with your cat, see a comedy movie until you pee your pants, yeah? Just be so freaking happy and then do this process. Vision, do it. Look back at your vision, reflect, and look at the synchronicities. Vision, do. Synchronicities, vision, do, and be happy, 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 happy. Then, my friends, you are a born manifester. And no, you already are, but everything I'm saying right now, you already know, but you didn't put it in this context and this structure. Yeah. Okay. I'm almost there. I'm almost there. Bear with me, please. Oh, so Sylvia caught you to come here, Sandra. Thank you so much, Sylvia and Sandra. Okay. So then we come to the big secret now. Okay. So we were here. That was that. So that was one of the big secrets I want to share you. It's not a secret anymore. And it's not my secret, you know. I feel like it's my responsibility to show you guys that it is possible because I am proof, living proof that things can happen. And if I can do that, you can do that too. So bear a little bit more with me. Oh my God, I'm already in 2 hours. So please stay a little more while. Okay, Sen, the number one spiritual paradigm to collapse the timeline, to bring it all to today, because now I'm saying things are happening, but I want it to happen today, right now, is the number one spiritual paradigm, and I'm going to show you and teach you. Okay, buckle up your seatbelts, because you're going to go in a ride right now, okay? This one has changed my life in a magnitude that I cannot explain. So here it is for you, a gift from me to you that I want to share. The be, do, have paradigm. So what is this be, do, have paradigm is about? It's called a paradigm because mostly we go in the other direction. Mostly we go from have to do to be. I'll give you an example. I want to have more money because when I have more money, I will be able to do more things that I want, that I can travel. If I have more money, I will be able to travel more. And if I'm able to travel more, I will be more happy. I will be more enlightened. I will be more wise, and I will be fulfilled. Okay, so that's the normal way that we look and that we do things. But it has to be in the other direction if you want to manifest. Sorry. Be to have means turn it around. I am happy. I am so freaking happy. I am so happy. I am so happy that I'm going to travel no matter what, small, and it doesn't matter, but I'm going to travel. So I don't have the money, but I'm going to travel to the city next town. I'm going to take the car and I'm going to go with my wife to a city I've never went before, actually just a few kilometers further away from us. And I'm going to go to a restaurant I've never been before. I'm going to talk to people I've never seen before. I'm going to do things I had never done before in the city next to my house. And then, my friends, I will tell you, you will have money. Because why? You will see, oh my God, I'm so rich. I can have these amazing experiences. And I don't have to do that much for it. It's just take the car, go to the city next door, and just do something new. Hey, it's already happening. And I can tell you, when you go in this paradigm more and more and more, you will see more opportunities will start to happen. Why? Because the thing is, this direction have to be, sometimes there's only one solution in our head. That's the thing. If I have that amount of money, I will be traveling, and traveling will make me happy. But who says that that is the only way? Yeah. If you have more ideas here in the neighborhood to go to, then you will have more things to do. And you will be very happy. So be to have, try to turn it around. Pull it all to today. Yeah. And that brings us to actually one of my last slides is the manifesting process works like this. You want to pull it to the present. You want the past, things you have been doing, connecting the dots. It also tells you who you are. Everything happened with a reason, made me who I am. Where I want to go to, pull it to today, be happy, and then you will start manifesting. So let's think about this. Who do you desire to be 4 to 6 months from now? It's about not what do you want, but who do you desire to be? Who do you have to be in order to get that vision that you want? Yeah, the marathon runner. Okay, I need to be a runner. Okay, but I need to be the person. I need to be determined to take one step at a time. I need to be the person that takes on those shoes and goes. Yeah. So what can you do right now at this moment? What are you going to do right now to step in that vision that you just wrote down? So tell me right now, is there something right now happening right now at this moment, not in 5 hours, not in 1 hour, not even in a few minutes, but what is happening right now when you're sitting in front of the desk, in front of your computer, that is already happening, that's showing you that you're already going into that vision that you wanted to do. Let me go back to some of the things. Yeah, Ilse, you told me you want to go back to looking at your course. Yeah, what is happening already right now that's making that happening? Yeah, maybe that course is in your living room. It's already there. Yeah. Caroline said, I want to start thinking about positive thoughts, use positive affirmations, speak kind words. It already happened. Yeah. You already said beautiful things to yourself. You were already laughing just a few seconds ago. Okay. So Ilse, this webinar, okay, that's a really good answer. Watching Tiffany movies. Okay. But the thing is, and that's the thing is, what are you doing right now? Because the thing is, the purpose behind every purpose, the purpose behind every vision is always the same. Listen to this. If you ask every person, why are you wanting to do it? The end result is always the same. I want to be free from suffering and I want to be happy. I want to be happy. Everyone just wants to be joyful and happy, enjoying his life. Everyone. Always the end goal of everything that you want. So if you are it already right now, then you have it already. And because you are in that state, if you are happy, you will see the things in a different light and you will do the things in a different light and you will have the things in a different life. And that's what's happening to me. And that's what I actually want to share with you. Be it right now. Stop chasing life. Don't put it in front of you and saying like it's going to happen when I'm there. No, pull it to today and be happy. Because that's the thing. Happiness cannot be found tomorrow. Happiness cannot be found yesterday because it's gone. Happiness can only be today. Yeah. So I'm going to end it. Are you going to wait until you have more time and resources, or are you going to choose to make decisions based on where you want to be rather than where you are right now? Now, I'm going to end this call very soon, but there's something I want to help you with, and that's sincerely coming from my side. I want to gift you guys with something because I truly believe this is my contribution to society. If I make sure that you guys can smile more and have more sparks in your eyes, I'm pretty sure I'm creating a better world through you. So what I'm going to do here is there's a link that I'm going to send here also in the chat. I'm going to do it right now, otherwise I'm going to forget it. Just a second. Okay, I'm going to do it differently because otherwise the screen is going to change. But it's the link that you can find in my Instagram page. And actually, it's also here. If you take your phone, okay, take it on camera mode and you just scan this code, you also will go to the same link. And it's a free one-on-one live assessment call. So in a one-on-one live assessment call, I'm actually going to take a look with you together what is actually struggling you for walking into that life. The things that we have talked about today, there are some things of this whole process that you maybe are missing, and I want to figure it out together with you what that is. So what you're going to do is you go to this link by going to here by going here. You have a calendar, choose a date. Yeah, there are still a few spots available. If you really want it so badly, but there are no spots anymore, just give me a direct message, okay? Then there is also a link into the confirmation. There is a link with an assessment link, a test that you can make. And when you are in a call with me, just make sure that you have done the questionnaire and send it to me in a PDF. You will have it in a mail so we can talk about it, okay? So what you will win with that is you will gain clarity in all your categories of life by having this call with me. You will observe the interconnectivity between all these areas and how you can acquire this balance. You also will see the misalignment between what you're thinking, your beliefs, your actions, what you're doing, and your visions, where you're heading to, and what maybe will be limiting you or holding you back. And the last thing is to identify and to commit the steps that you can take and start action to walking into that life that you want. Okay. So that's actually what I'm gifting to you. I'm not going to stop sharing my screen. sharing power here.
Whew. It's so fun to be here in a full screen. And I'm so freaking happy that you're all 17 are still here. Oh my God. I didn't expect that. I thought maybe still one would be here. So first of all, I want to thank you guys so much for staying all the way until, yeah, you're here 2 hours and 12 minutes from your live, gifting your time to me. And I cannot say how much I'm so happy with that. I still maybe have like 10 minutes to answer some of your questions if you have some, but maybe I'm not gonna do it because we're already over time. But thank you so much for this call. I hope that my sharing today with you, I really tried to be as authentic as I could be by sharing everything that I know. And I know it's not possible to share everything in 2 hours, but I want you to understand one thing from this call, and that is that you should believe, you have to believe that if you put your vision, clarity vision in front of you, very clear, you vibrate in the most beautiful way that you are, shining your light, and you take aligned actions along the way. Keep doing this process about reflecting and aligning your actions and surrounding yourself with the right people, then your dreams will come true. I am a living example of this. And I wouldn't do this seminar because I'm a lead by example person, but I wouldn't do this seminar if I was just telling you something, selling you on an idea, but it's about sharing you about an experience that works. So thank you for being here. Please connect with me on Instagram. I would love to get to know you guys a little bit more, but I definitely want to see all of you, all 17 of you, maybe in a call so I can get to know you a little bit better and can help you a little bit more personalized further in your journey. In the call, we can talk about it. And at the end, I also can maybe discuss with you if maybe I can help you also in another way, we can discuss that. So thank you so much for being here. I feel your love. Can you please type a little bit love for everyone in this group for staying all the way? The power and the words that I have been saying today can only be because of your presence. I'm a responder from my human design, and I can only respond on the energy that's on a certain place. So thank you all for being here. Thank you all for sharing your love, your attention. And I feel so much love in this call right now. Please spread the word, okay? Spread the word because the recording will be on and you can share with people, share maybe people about what I do as my work so I can help more people. I wish everyone a very beautiful good night. Don't forget to go to that link. And I'm just for certainty, I'm also gonna share it here right now, right here, right now. And I want you to open that screen that you don't forget it. Just wait a second. Give me 1 second so I can share with you. Here it is. Copy the link. And I want you to open it right now, that you commit yourself, yeah, to do it right now, because I know how it works. Yeah, I'll do it later, and later never comes. So if you want to have this assessment call with me, I'm gifting it for free, okay? Only to you guys. There's still place, and I think you all have place there. So now click the link there, make an appointment for one-on-one, 1 hour free call with me, because I really want to meet the persons who were here in the call better and see what can go further from that. Anyway, thank you for sacrificing your 2 hour and 60 minutes today. I'm so super grateful. And I wish everyone a beautiful night, okay? All the best, all the love. You can see the link. It's just below you. Oh, wait. Yes, it works, Caroline says. Have a great night, everyone. A beautiful, is it a Friday? No, it's a Monday. Oh, wait, it's a Monday. Didn't see it. Okay, I'm not so good at saying goodbye, so here's my goodbye. All the best, and thank you so much. And when you manifested something, be sure to let me know, okay? I want to know that how your life is going. See you guys.